employers, as employees, we have to set goals for ourselves. Why?
So that we meet them and then try to make more. So we encourage ourselves to try harder.
Good. What?
So you get somewhere in life.
So you can get somewhere in life. That's cool. Hold up. I got people raising their hands. Riley.
So you don't just take the easy way and you get to accomplish more stuff than you would.
Love it. Good.
Shoot for the sun and then you'll reach among the stars.
Beautiful.
So that you can get better all the time.
Okay, those are all really good reasons. So, some of you raised your hand and said, maybe I do want to do better. Well, how are you going to know if you did better if you don't set a goal for yourself?
You don't.
You don't. You just kind of stay there, right? We as teachers, believe it or not, at the end of the school year, we kind of set goals for ourselves for the next year. What do I want to do better next year? Because I started new at this school, I actually had to do that at the beginning of the school year. And believe it or not, I met with Mr. Hearn. He is the person that I go to say, hey, here's what I want to do, and he helps me to get where I want to be. And so we set something what we call a SMART goal. We want you to do the same thing. We want you to achieve everything that you're looking for. So let's see. Let's take a look. It's called a SMART goal for a reason. It's an acronym. So let's find out what a SMART goal is all about. There's a quick little video, and then I'm going to have you see if you can set a goal. You can turn off one of those lights, sure. See if you can actually set a goal for yourself.
Have you ever made a goal for yourself only to find that when it came to evaluate your goal, you really did not know if you met it or not? After the holidays last year, I made a goal for myself to lose weight by the spring season. When the calendar turned to May, I asked myself if I met my goal. And I honestly could not give a definitive answer because I had not made a SMART goal. SMART is an acronym that helps individuals write meaningful and measurable goals. The letters of the acronym stand for specific, measurable, achievable, results-focused, and time-bound. Although SMART goals can be used in a variety of settings, business, personal use, etc., they are often used in school settings for students. In this lesson, we will take a look at each of the components of the SMART acronym and practice applying the components to goals for students. Specific. When writing goals for students, they need to be specific. This means that the goals should be well defined so that everybody on the educational team knows exactly the intended outcome for the goal.
Okay.
Measurable.
Hey, that was supposed to talk.
Writing a goal.
So if I say, if my goal was, hey, I want to teach Texas history, is that very specific? No. So for me to really grow, I need to be a little bit more specific. For me, it was pretty easy this year because I've not taught Texas history. I've taught 4 years of social studies, but it was U.S. history. So I said, you know what? A really good goal for me this year would be to really get content knowledge about Texas history, grow in this area. So for you, we've already taken Unit 1. What would be a specific goal for you personally? I want you to think about it. What would be specific for me to do to achieve a goal before the next unit assessment? Okay, think about that. The next one is measurable.
Goal that is measurable is essential. A goal that is measurable means that data can be taken on the goal to provide evidence of it being met or not met.
Okay, so you have to be able to say, did I achieve that goal? If you're just saying, I want to get better, how am I going to measure that?
Can't.
You can't really. So you have to set something that you're going to be able to measure. Did I reach that goal?
Achievable. Goals for students should also be achievable. This means that the goal will challenge the student so that it is worthwhile to work on, but that it is also a realistic task for the student to accomplish.
So again, if I set a goal that I'm going to lead the entire 7th grade Texas history team because I know way more than that, is that achievable in my first year?
No.
Probably not, because I know Mr. Thurman across the hall from me, he has a degree in history and he knows way more than I do. So that would not be achievable for me, would it? So make your goal achievable, but you want to reach for something.
Results focused. Results focused means that the goal is measuring an outcome, not an activity or exercise. Time bound. A goal should always indicate a time deadline for its outcome. Now that we know the components of SMART goals, let's apply the acronym to an educational goal for
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna apply these goals for yourself. So your goal specific to you, what do you want to achieve
In this class?
in this next unit? What do you want to do? And if you want, I had some people say, can I have another sheet for, because I want to set a goal for something else, I'll make you more copies. But this, I want it to be specific to this social studies class, what you want to do in this next second 6 weeks before we take our next unit test. Make sure it's specific. You don't want to say, I want to learn about this next unit. Okay, is that specific? No, be specific. Do you want to continue you want to make another 96? I want to make greater than 90. I want to raise my grade 10%. Something very specific that you would like to do. Measurable, that could be quite easy if you're attaining a certain goal in that grade of what you did last time and what you hope to achieve this upcoming unit test. We can measure that quite easy. So say you said, man, I made a 79 this time. I really want to get an 80% or higher on my next unit test. Well, how are you going to measure that? If you got an 80 or higher, right? Is it attainable?
Yes.
Do you think you can attain 150 on your next assessment?
No.
No. It's not possible. If you set your goal, set it for something that you want to reach, but something that is attainable. Like I said, I couldn't attain mastery of all this history right here. I have a goal that's something that I can attain. Is it relevant? We talked about this in my last class, whether it was relevant. Is this goal worth working hard to accomplish? Somebody tell me why you would want to reach that goal. Why?
So that you can all around prove to yourself that you are better than you last took it.
Okay, you want to do it for yourself. Prove it to yourself. Dan, is that your hand up behind me? What's up?
I had it.
Is that, okay, what else? There's got to be other reasons. Why would you want to attain your goal?
Prove it to your teachers.
To your teachers? Good. Why else?
So you feel good about yourself.
Feel good about yourself. Absolutely. When I was growing up, I'm going to be totally honest. I'm going to maybe give you a goal here too in mind. Unfortunately, education was not at the top of my list as a kid, and here I am a teacher, and it's so important to me now. I'll be honest with you, neither of my parents graduated high school. Neither parent graduated high school. I was the first one to graduate college in my family. To me, education wasn't that important, but you know what was important to me? Same thing that's important to a lot of you. What?
Sports.
Sports. If you attain your goal, can you keep on playing sports?
Yes.
Yeah. Sports or UIL or choir or music or dance or whatever it is that makes you get going, we do need to do well, don't we?
Yes.
What else, Tia?
It's easier to learn, like when you have a goal.
Good. Yeah, you're going to make it easier for yourself if you have a goal for yourself. Anybody else? Anybody trying to do things? I know you're still at that age where maybe somebody else is important that you want to show them that you did well besides your teachers and yourself. Who's the other one?
Your family.
Yeah, you want to make your family proud too. So these are a lot of reasons why you could say this is relevant to me. Some in the last class also said, because I want to pass 7th grade. That's a good reason too, right? That would make it relevant. So it would be worth working hard for because of these reasons. Do you have another one, Chloe?
Yeah, so you can get into high school and then get into a college.
Absolutely. Wow, that's really a long-term goal, but I like it. Yeah, absolutely. For your education purposes. All right, and the last one is timely. This one's pretty easy for this SMART goal because we want to do it by the end of the next unit, right? So we want to know that next assessment, that's when I'm going to know whether I reach my goal or not. setting a goal, there are long-term goals. Like Chloe was talking about college. There are long-term goals and short-term goals, yes? And so you can set both of them for yourself. Those little ones get you to those long-term goals. If you say, I want to buy a house, well, what do I have to do to get there?
More money.
Okay, so, and then you
Have
can
a
get a
job.
short-term goal. How much money do I want to save here and there? Some of you may have said, my goal was, I reached it. Some of you may say, I want it to be a little bit higher than what last time was. What are you going to do differently? If you had a goal that was a little bit higher than last time, tell me what you're going to do differently to achieve it.
You can study harder.
Okay? And when you say study harder, can you give me some more specific examples?
Like, instead of just listening in class, you can actually study.
Okay, so maybe take your notebook home
What?
once a week. Okay? So take your binder home. What else can you do to achieve your goal that you didn't do this last 6 weeks? What can you do? Huh? Okay, pay closer attention. Pay attention more. What else?
Work harder in class.
Okay, let's put that maybe as participate more in class. Yeah, absolutely. What else?
Strive farther and harder, which, like, don't just blow off the test. Don't be like, oh, I can practice to an 80, I don't have to do good on it. Go for the 100, don't just go for the correction.
Okay, so
Don't be mediocre.
Don't
give that 100%.
Get that 100.
Okay, if you were like in class, you're gonna give 100%. What else? Take notes. Take good notes. Anybody else have any other suggestions? Yeah.
Don't be mediocre.
Yeah, that's that. Giving that 100%. Don't settle for less. Give your best. Okay.
Your opponent didn't know it.
I am a poet, and now I know it. All right. Open up your binders for me to the eras.